What's going on, YouTube? Claic Yuzolt back again with another Final Fantasy Brave Exvius Esper guide, and today we're taking down the trial boss this is not really a trial boss, the Esper boss, Phoenix. Now, Phoenix is a very interesting Esper, gives us a magic undead killer, and then also gives us some green magic for stone and fire damage, along with giving us another Esper that has fire. If you look at the evocation, fire damage to all enemies, revive all KO'd allies. That's not a bad one. The fire damage is whatever, because again, it's not going to be as great as maybe trying to finish with a Bahamut or a 3-star Esper. However, the revive all KO'd allies is pretty damn good and very interesting. So I want to show you guys where exactly you have to go to pick up this, this Esper. Now, it's part of the news story. If you're watching this later, you won't be for sure. But you need to get to Kappa Village, and once you get to Kappa Village, you're just going to head into Kappa Village. Once you get that far in the story, I'll go ahead and toggle the menu. I think the person will have an exclamation point over their head, but I'm pretty sure it was this guy right here I'm standing in front of. Just talk to them, and that's it. Once you go ahead and leave and go back into the world, it'll go ahead and open the route to go up to fight Phoenix. And we'll roll up here, and the Phoenix will be right here in the Cavern of Rebirth. Now, once you got to go through all these little story things, fight the Cave of Rebirth, the end of the Invincible Bird. That's going to be like the one to get the original 1-star Esper. After you level that bad boy up, we're going to have to do the Trial of Rebirth. So let's go ahead and talk about the Trial of Rebirth and what team we're taking in. Essentially, all Espers are going to be easier with an AoE magic tank. That's why we're taking Mestia here. The Phoenix is actually not that hard to take down. She is, you know, already in peril to ice. I call it a her. I'm going to say that again later in the video, I think. But she's not that hard to take down, considering the fact she does a lot of fire damage and magic damage. So if you have a fire resist AoE tank, like I have here in Mestia, if you have Chow, if you have Bosch, it's going to be easy. So this is how I built her up. Have her at about because you're already going to have the Phoenix Esper. Remember this, because you're going to beat the 1-star one pretty simple. But we're going to go ahead and go here. You see that at 180 fire resist. Now, the Phoenix will imperil you on fire resist, but as long as you have 180, you're going to be fine. You're going to be taking no damage from that. Another thing that the Phoenix likes to do is Stone Gun. So it's going to be AoE stone damage. So we're going to go ahead and take Veritas of the Earth in, and it does do a couple physical attacks too. You can take Warrior of Light in, have him do a little bit of, you know, healing if you need, put a Mechanical Heart on him, have him provoke or AoE cover the physical damage. I think you want to go with provoke though, because you want to make sure that Mestia is doing the AoE cover. But if you take Veritas of the Earth in and use his ability, what's it called again? Earthen Ward, he's going to be 100% resist and heal himself off of it, the earth damage. Then everybody else is going to be 100%. So you're not taking any damage from the earth damage either. So it's going to be very simple. Now, let's talk about the other units we're taking in. We're not taking a healer because, again, we're just not really taking any damage because that's not the way Phoenix really works. Once you build up your team like this. We're taking Soleil, obviously, to do a little bit of breakage in the spirit and magic realm, maybe defense too if you want. And then we're also going to take her in to buff up our attack and magic. Obviously, our buffer here. Mystia is going to be our AoE magic tank. And then we're going to use Agrius right now because of a little bit of special sauce that Gumi put on the new Fravia enhancements. Because my team's going to be Agrius and then a friend Fravia to be doing ice damage and ice chaining because they can chain together now perfectly. If you didn't know about that, check out my last video on Fravia and her enhancements because that changed the game a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and put Ice Brand in her hand. I'm going to put Apocalypse in the other. I only want her doing ice damage so she can elemental chain perfectly with Fravia. And Fravia is going to be doing that 75% ice imperil. The bird is already, or the Phoenix bird type, is already downed 50%. But the 75% imperil is going to give us a little bit more there. So we're going to take Agrius in, and then we're going to take a friend Fravia. The only thing about Fravia you need to be looking for is Frostflower Blitz needs to be totally enhanced. That way we're dishing out as much damage as possible. A trick that I have learned thanks to a guide I saw online that I had no idea about is that there's a way to deal with Phoenix. So Phoenix, I think the hard part that I've been hearing about is if you put Phoenix below 40%, that bad bird is going to rebirth like a Phoenix, go all the way back up to 100%. So no matter if you don't take any damage, like we have our team build up here not to take very much damage, and you get in there and you summon the Esper, you're chaining up, you're doing well. If you can't burst it from above 40% to below 40%, the bird's just going to keep rehealing. The first time I did this fight, I took in Orlando, I took in Fravia, and I didn't know what was really to expect. I thought it would heal once, maybe twice, and then it kept doing it. I was like, So then I started narrowing it down. Once it got around 40%, I just burst that bad boy down with a Bahamut and a Divine Ruination Frostfire Blitz chain and killed it. But then I came across this guide that there is a sequence of attacks and a sequence of doing certain elemental damage to the Phoenix to stop it from ever healing itself. And we'll go over that in the next session when we go into the fight. But essentially, on turn 1, you do whatever. And then I'll have it above me right here. There's a 6-turn sequence. After that, it'll cast that ability, I think, Red Hot Feathers. It'll buff itself a bunch. It's attack, magic, defense, and spirit. You just dispel that and then beat the shit out of it, and it'll never heal again. So I'm going to go ahead and go into the part where I fight the boss. And I'm recording this part after I fought the boss to make sure that strategy worked. And to my astonishment, it did. So it shouldn't be that bad for you guys. Enjoy the rest of the video. Alright guys, we're about to get into the fight now. You want to take a Fravia friend, for me at least I do, or a Tidus, has Bird Killer innately, but I'm going to go and take the Fravia friend, just make sure that they have their Frostflower Blitz, you know, +2 to Awaken, but I'm sure there are a lot of them on your friend list. So we're going to depart now and get into fighting the Phoenix 2-star to make sure you guys can take it down. We're going to skip over this. Like I said before, not that hard to deal with, except for the fact that if it drops below 40%, it's just going to heal itself all the way up. But, looking at a couple of things on the internet, there's a sequence that we can do to apparently stop that if we can get them to cast the ability Red Hot Feathers, and he won't heal himself anymore after that. So we're going to see if that works out. Veritas of the Earth is going to go ahead and put up all of our Earth Resist, because he does do a little bit of damage to everybody. That way nobody gets hurt by Earth. We'll put up our Spirit and lower his magic with Soleil. Mystia is going to cover all here. And then we have a 6-turn sequence we need to do, apparently, to make this work out. So, first turn doesn't matter, so we're just going to go ahead and hit him with the Frostflower Blitz. And then we're going to perfect chain with the Divine Runation here because of the new upgrade and do some damage. And that's pretty distant damage. Again, we're Elemental Chaining because we do have it on here. Then you'll see that we shouldn't be taking that much damage on anybody. Mystia should be 100% resist to any fire damage. Stone Guy's coming down, not doing much of anything because of the Veritas of the Earth 100% buff, so we're good there. This is the turn we want to do fire damage, and the next turn we want to do ice damage. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is have Agrias cast fire, because she does have Ifrit on. So we're going to cast fire. We're going to go ahead and put up our damage mitigation here with our Veritas of the Earth. Soleil's going to buff up our attack and magic while taking down his defense. Mystia is going to go ahead and just... What do you want to do, Mystia? We can boost up Spirit, but that's not going to really do anything. We can heal ourselves up to 100%. Already healed up. And I'm going to go ahead and have my Fravia go ahead and defend, because I want to make sure this attack sequence works out. Femble Wings going on. Flare. You know, getting hit a little bit. Firaga. Fire Breath. Doesn't matter. Stone Gun. None of this matters. Agris, I think, took a little bit of a hit there, but that's because we haven't provoked yet with our Veritas of the Earth. Now we need to do ice damage. So we're going to go ahead and do ice damage on this turn. Boom. Boom. That's why we're going to chain here. Soleil's going to go ahead and take down their magic again and buff up our defense and spirit. I'm going to go ahead and have Mystia go ahead and cast the wall again just in case. And now we're going to go ahead and perfect chain here. Oh, close to that 40%. Now, if you guys can just burst through, if you guys can get them down to like 41 and just burst through them, you'll be good to go. You ain't got to worry about anything. Like, you'll just kill it. Like, right now, if I went through and killed it, but we do want to do it with an Esper. We want to summon an Esper, and et cetera, so here we go. Veritas of the Earth now is going to go ahead and cast our, put up our Earthen Ward again, just to make sure we have that up. This is the turn we want to cast Fire. We have to do this until turn 6. After turn 6, we're good. So this turn is Fire, next turn is Ice. Soleil, we're going to see if this works out. I haven't tested it. I'm actually testing it live right now. I've already beaten it, but I'm testing it live right now. Let's see. We want to break down its spirit, to be honest. Where is our spirit break? There it is. Boost attack and magic, break down spirit. And then Mystia can go ahead and heal herself up if she even took damage, which she didn't, because we have 180% fire resist on her. Now, it did lower it down a little bit. Dispelling itself, Flammable Wing, none of this matters. We should be good to go. Nothing bad happening yet. Dive could hurt us a little bit, but again, Veritas of the Earth is tanking that for us. No worries there. If we proc Mechanical Heart, he's going to heal himself up anyway. Go ahead and cast the defensive barrier. This is the turn we're going to do ice damage, but I'm unsure if we want to proc now. You know what I mean? I'm not sure if we want to proc the heal yet, so I'm going to go ahead and just use it with... I'm just going to go ahead and auto attack, actually. Let's just auto attack here, because we are doing ice damage with both of these, so we'll just auto attack here. We'll do a little bit of damage, get some Esper Orbs, and we'll see how it goes. The next one will be Fire. Then after that, we're just going to go to town, see if it heals itself, and if it does once, see if it does it anymore. We're trying to get it to cast Red Hot Feathers. We're going to break down the magic, of course. Mystia, go ahead and cast the cover just to be sure it's up, because there's not much we have to do here. Because of the magic AoE cover tank that I've been telling you guys to get a hold of against the Espers, it is key. Again, you could replace Veritas of the Earth with like a Warrior of Light with a Mechanical Heart. Now, you're going to take some stone damage unless you have like a Bar Stone Gun to cast on everyone. All right, this turn we're going to cast Fire with Agrius. And then we're just going to hope that, let's see, which one am I doing now? Incinerating Press, I do believe. Soleil. We are taking a little bit of damage here. We could have maybe put the Wand. I guess the Wand could go into... to cast dual white magic class and go into Warrior of Light's hand, and then you can heal a little bit with Warrior of Light if you wanted to. Because the stone damage really isn't that much, but, you know, this is a more safe route. We'll bust down the Spirit again, and Mystia will go ahead and heal herself up to full. So now it should cast Red Hot Feathers if I've done everything right. Red Hot Feathers? There it is. So we knew that was going to happen. Now it's buffed itself. We definitely want to debuff it. Our Earth Veritas has no mana, though. That's something I need to worry. Oh, God, he's going nuts. Alright, I don't know if it'll heal itself right now. We're gonna find out. Veritas of the Earth. Does everybody have the Earth resist on? No. So we're gonna have to take... Oh, we can't. Now, we can go to Ham on him, but I think we're gonna need to take a turn. Actually, Mystia can do it, because she still has her cover up. So we're gonna go... We're allowed to use items. We're gonna go and use an Elixir on Veritas of the Earth. We're allowed to use items here. Then we're gonna go ahead and go here, cast the Earthen Ward, make sure nobody takes damage from that. We do need to dispel it. I'm gonna go ahead and have Soleil dispel it. We're gonna use a Holy Ward, if I have one. Holy Torch, I mean. Dispel it, get rid of all those nasty buffs it put on itself. Get rid of that. And then we're just gonna go to town and see if it heals itself, and then if it does, see if it heals itself twice. Because I think once it casts that, we're good to go. We'll find out. Oh, I didn't use the ability. I used the wrong one. Alright, let's see what happens. It didn't heal itself. So there you guys go. That is how to do it. I'll make sure I write it down. Sorry I didn't chain right there. That was kind of bad, but we got it. We're getting there. I don't know. What ability did I pick? It's probably Second Intention or whatever that ability's called. My bad. Shouldn't have done that. We do need to summon an Esper, though, and we kind of want to use a Limit Burst to finish it off. Yeah, I used Second Intention instead of Frostflower Bullets. That is my fault. Normally you put up Defensive Barrier, but what we're going to go ahead and do is just use Earthen Wall to make sure we summon an Esper. We're going to put up our Attack and Magic here. Or Attack? Yeah, we'll put up our Magic, because we are doing Hyper damage there. We'll go ahead and do the... Wall, and then now we'll actually try to do some damage here. Try to perfect chain these two up, and maybe it'll actually do some damage. There it is. 1%. Is it gonna heal? No heal! So it's actually working out for us. This is the way to beat it. This is the way to take it down. This should be pretty easy for you guys if you guys have these units. As long as you have Mystia, Bosch, Chow, any of those to take this magic damage, you're good to go. Now we want to kill it with a Limit Burst, so I'm gonna try to use Ice Prison. And I'm going to try to hit it up with a Divine Ruination 2 to try to chain with it and take it down. To get all those achievements that we wanted. I'm going to try to put up our attack and magic again. That way we got this. I'm not really sure how this Limit Burst works, so maybe I missed out on the chaining there. I don't know if it hit for the third time. I'm not sure exactly how Fravia's Limit Burst works. So I don't know if I got the Limit Burst kill there. But if I did, I would have been able to get the Limit Burst kill in there because I would have chained it correctly. Let's take a look. Did we get the Limit Burst kill? Now, I didn't get it the first time, and I think it had like a weird... When I took my Well team in there, it had a little weird thing right there. If you are going to take a Well team in, take Onion Knight. Take, double Onion Knight, double Tidus, double Fravia. You're going to... Or Fravia or Landu. Just chain it up. You're going to kill it easy. You can get it down to like 40, 41%. You don't even have to do the turns I just did, and you can wreck it and kill it really quick. You can take a Garnet, a Yuna, something in there to summon. Did we get it? Oh, we did! Nice! So we invoked an Esper, deal fire damage 3 or more times, which we did, and we beat it with a Limit Burst. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Now that you've unlocked it, level it up, and I'm going to move on to show you guys how I build up my Phoenix Esper. Alright, here is how I built my Phoenix. Honestly, I find Phoenix to be a very weird Esper in building after I got in here. I have 25 points left over. If I had 30, it would be fine, because I might go for that auto med. Up top, gets rid of all status helmets automatically. I'm not really sure how that works, if it just does it or if it has to use an item. This auto potion freaks me out. I don't want to get that, but I mean, I guess you could just not worry about that. I would like to get raised, but again, I don't have the 5. You can definitely build Phoenix a little bit different. I wanted the Magic Undead Killer, because killer abilities are amazing. And I also wanted Barphyra and Barstonra, because on a dual cast unit, that's 50% on both. Instead of getting the Lava Skin, which is 1 cast, and it's 30%. Now, you're sacrificing 20%, but if you end up not getting Barphyra, not getting Barstonra, you can go ahead and go in and get Lava Skin if you don't care about that 20% on each element. And then you can go get Raise if you'd like, get that Auto Med, Auto HP Recovery. You can get whatever you want. It opens up a couple more windows, but I think this is how I want to build mine. Honestly, though, it kept me wanting to have 5 more SP, and I could have got, you know, maybe that MP 50%. I definitely would have got the raise, or I would have not gone the Libra route, because Libra's always good to have. You might need to cast it. I would have gone up and maybe tried out the auto HP recovery or anything like that. But yeah, guys, you can look here. Now, this could possibly not be right. I've re-rolled a couple times thinking and looking around. But this is where I think I want to sit with my Phoenix and how I want to use Phoenix. But it might be different for you, so I don't know. And again, not the most terrible Esper in the world. Because of the whole revive all KO'd allies. I mean, that's going to be a godsend if you need to do that, if you don't have a unit that can do it at the time. Having another Esper that has fire resist on it's pretty nice too, and overall just a beautiful looking piece of art there. So if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below if you built her a little bit different. I'd say Phoenix is a her. I don't know. And then tell me what you think about Phoenix, and then subscribe for future content. We'll catch you guys in the next video.